Okay, so this is the demo for Pathologic 3. So my understanding is we are a doctor and we have like 12 days to stop at plague. I know there's some wibbly wobbly timey-wimey stuff where we can kind of go back in time and change decisions and hope they turn out differently. Like, I know that's a thing. And I kind of think we're mayor of the town as well. I'm not sure. I technically own Pathologic 1 and Pathologic 2, but I haven't played them. So my knowledge of Pathologic is, yeah, I don't have a lot of it, but yeah, I'm still excited for this one. So let's dive in. How are you doing today, Ansil? I hope you're doing well. Are you up early or up late? Because I know it's
I'm Daniil Denkovsky, Bachelor of Medicine. My research into the limits of human life has brought me renown. I've devoted all my energy and remarkable intellect to combating the greatest fear that binds humanity: the inevitability of imminent death. Seeking proof of my theories, I traveled to a small, steep town to examine a person of phenomenal longevity, Simon Kane. But I walked into a trap. The moment I arrived there, an unknown disease struck the town. It devoured the town like a wildfire. Its contagion and lethality surpassed anything humanity had ever faced. And I became the only doctor standing in the way of this unprecedented pestilence.
yeah, it does look pretty. And I think this is going to be dark, as in like the themes are going to be fairly dark as well. So, do I need to boot you up the butt, cat? Give me 2 secs. I don't know how she managed to do it, but she's tried to jump onto the TV cabinet, and in the process whipped the PlayStation 5 with her tail and knocked it over. So I need to fix it. I'm still here, but yeah, loading screen anyways. Okay, so we have an apathy mania scale. So, okay. I'm going to have a look at these settings for a moment. Okay, I'm glad that was their standard because, yeah, apparently there's nudity. Okay. Okay, so J to view the mind map. Okay, so my forced conclusions deliberations. To see the events of a specific day, press its number on the circle. Okay. So, okay. So I'm guessing these are decisions we make and then it shows us what we've done and the effect it's had. Okay. So, Simon Kane, an alleged immortal, lives in this town. Understanding him is the only way to save my Thanatika. Are you chasing shadows again, Dankovsky? Okay. Well, I can talk to you. So, hi. I say, a living, breathing person stepping off our train. Do you normally only get dead people? Okay. Yeah, do you normally only get dead people? Where'd you come from? The capital. Daniil Dankovsky, Bachelor of Medicine. I'm told supposed mortal man, Simon Kane, lives here. I have come to study him. Right. Do you see folk always take 20 twigs of shoats with you? Or is your mage cut down to 10, sir? Hey, though I had to sit on the last one. Where can I find a constable? Who do I talk to about recovering my stolen property? It's just kids being kids. No need to be mean to them. What, should I thank them? Give them candy? Exactly. If you need your shirt so badly, why don't you just go looking for the tots that run away with them? Just ask them nicely. These kids are like magpies. They'll trade you precious linens from the capital back in exchange for bits of coloured glass or even just a story, but whatever you do, don't hurt them. Okay. Why would I have bits of glass? I just about have one on my watch face. I may have to waste time on this both literally and figuratively. Say, is the capital a real place? In a sense, of course. The capital is a myth, and that myth is the real capital, but the city does exist physically. The Canes come from the capital and made our town, but no other real people have come from there ever since. So I was thinking, perhaps Simon Kane simply made up the capital, along with everything else. Right, sure, and I'm just an actor he hired. That feels familiar. It's Australian, obviously. Okay, so sometimes I need to take a step back from the moment and think logically through something. It helps me put the piece together. Okay. Some suitcases are missing. Sweet Super says no one will help me find the missing items. Follow the thief's trail of ripped suitcases. Without them, I might as well just catch the next train back. Okay. Oh, so my mania went up. And we can view the mind map here. Okay, so... Oh. Okay, so this just gives us like a map of where we are. But if we go into the mind map, we can find out that... yeah. Yeah, so we know some stuff and then... Yeah. So we're following the trail of suitcases, I think. Some objects can be useful. I can spot them easy if I concentrate. Some thoughts will affect your mental state. Ooh. Okay, backwards, mindless, meaningless vandalism. Worse than stealing morphine. Okay. I'll take that. Tobacco. And a beetle. Why didn't I just click take all? I should have just done that. But I wanted to look at the things and see what we had. Alright. Okay, the most fragile ones didn't break. Okay, I can loot all of the suitcases. Ooh, okay, a bullet. Bromide. Ooh. Yes, take off. Most, yeah. I'm guessing these are the children that robbed me. Hey, back off, you! Get away from the girls, and from me too! I ain't afraid of Uncle Ray when he boozes up, and I ain't afraid of you neither. I got a knife. You can't hurt us, got it? Boozes up? What the hell are you talking about? I'm not drunk. Your hands are shaking, you got those crazy eyes. Uncle Ray gets those eyes too when he reaches for a second bottle, and they're shaking, and then he starts to fight. Don't even think of starting any trouble with me. I got a real knife, I do. What the hell are you babbling on about? Jackie's got one too. We all got knives. I'm a scientist. I'm here to conduct breakthrough research, not to chase like some mongrel after a bunch of kids, after my suitcases, after the last drop of human dignity left in me. Okay, frightening enemies. Okay, so it's hard for me to talk to people when I'm too apathetic or manic. I need to stabilize my condition first. Okay, so we need to go. So I'm too manic to talk to people, okay? So my state of mind can be changed with drugs. Some make me more apathetic, others make me more manic. I need to keep an eye on my mental space. Okay, so that makes me more... How do I use this? Okay, I've got stuff. Ah, right click. Yes.
Quiet head.
Alright, are we good now? Nah, it's quiet. Still. A dead heart keeps beating for 40 days. That's what my mom says. It couldn't have been dead for that long. Do it! Suck it on! It won't fit in there. It just won't. Told you we should have stuck it in the belly, not the mouth. Life's in the belly. Everyone knows that. Nope. A locomotive's life sits in the front with the driver. That's where the fire is, so the heart should be too. That's what Boulder told me. What do you have there? Oh, my prototype looks like it's still intact. Be gone, vile snake! You killed the other trains, didn't you? It's 'cause of you they don't come to us no more. We were wondering. We don't know why they keep dying. We got whole graveyards. They're all rusted up and they can't go anywhere. It's all because of you. You stole the train's heart for yourself and carried it away in a suitcase. Now the train's all dead. If the train stopped coming a long time ago, it can't be my fault. I've never been here before and I'm not very good at stealing hearts. That's true. Never seen him here before. So he steals hearts from the future then? You steal hearts from the future, mister? You said yourself the train's heart is at the front. I rode in the carriage in the middle. How could I get the heart then? Through the bowels, like all the myths could do. You don't get to the heart through the bowels, my young friend. You'll hit quite a different body part first. Without it, the train stopped wailing. Stopped moving too. That means it's dead. So is its heart. Obvious, right? Well, that's a bit simplistic. Response to stimuli is just one characteristic of life. It's not exhaustive. What are the others? Before trains came every week, then it was every 2 weeks. Now it's every 2 months and even less. And they don't leave ever. They just lay there and wait. It's because of the war. No, it's because they don't love us no more. But if we heal this one, they'll love us again and they'll come back and bring meringues. Look, my prototype is not the train's heart and it certainly won't repair it. But it is an interesting thing in itself, so let's make a deal. You give it back and I'll tell you how it works. I don't know. And there'll be a damsel in the story, in distress, of course. Will she be pretty? Look here. Let me take the prototype. I won't run away, I promise. To wind it up, you need to turn this handle clockwise. Okay, so I'm guessing this prototype is my wibbly wobbly timey wimey. Yeah, thing that allows me to, like, anesthetic, stimulant. I'm not sure how I feel. We probably don't want to go into the black goo. Hi.
Venit mors velociter, rapid nos atrociter, nemini parsetur.
Why are we singing? Alright, to prime it, hold this crank and turn it clockwise. Chief? Hello? Oh, for crying out loud, your mind's flown away again. Prime the what now? This morgue is swimming in the gas leak from Lab 102. I heard the alarm. That's right, I pulled the alarm because of the chlorine from Lab 102. Anyway, the crank is still stiff, so you'll need to turn it with some force. Platinum, are you crazy? There's a gas leak. What did you call me in here for? We have to seal the morgue and evacuate quickly. No, Daniil. What we need to do is load that prototype you're fiddling with and use it to get into the morgue. A woman rose from the dead in there. And it will be, I think you'll agree, extremely frustrating if she dies again. We must get her out. Risen from the dead. I was collecting tissue samples to determine the onset of rigor mortis when I heard a noise. I turned around and, holy smokes, a woman was sitting up on the gurney, stiff as a poker, rasp in her throat. I started towards her, but I smelled the gas and pulled the alarm lever. Chlorine isn't known for bringing back the dead, but if the woman was brought here by mistake, alive, perhaps the gas could have irritated her mucous membranes enough to wake her? Chief, you're braiding another one of your chains of hypotheticals. We need practical observations. Pull out the patient, then write the monograph, not the other way around. You're right. Tell me what I should do with this device, this prototype, I think you called it. I already told you, but fine, let's go over it again. You're holding an experimental prototype meant to dissipate tuberculosis miasma. Remember the consumption task force? Kaufman, Dorsky, Anna Stein? Well, at least the gas hasn't done you any lasting damage. A million little details as always. So that's reassuring. I'd feel even better if we could leave this morgue. This magnificent GIMP's mode disperses an aerosol of disinfectant. First, you load the prototype. There's bottles of solution in the beige cabinet. Best set it on the table while you load it. You can't do it while you're holding it. Okay, I wonder if this will work against chlorine, though, considering it was designed for mustard gas. Next, you wind the prototype up. To prime it, hold this crank here and turn it clockwise. And then just release the contents into the gas? Correct. Wind up the crank, then release. The gas should dissipate, theoretically. Wind, release, dissipate. Repeat until you reach our resurrectee. Just remember, the chlorine will keep coming while our supply of solution is finite. Just try to be as efficient as possible, Chief. And what about the deceased woman? Where is she now and in what state? The formerly deceased woman, Chief. Before the gas became too thick to see through, she was sitting on a gurney at the opposite end of the morgue. From there, I know as little as you do. She may have gone back to being deceased. Or you may have altogether hallucinated her. You'd inhaled enough by now, but there's one way to find out. Okay, so the longer I hold the crank, the stronger the effect. Clears the miasma in front of it. Need to spend fluid wisely. Should be enough for 20 uses. Okay. Yeah, I may have picked up the ingredients already, so I can... Alright, so Yeah, load the prototype. Disinfectant solution consists of 3 ingredients: a stimulant, an anesthetic, and a toxin. Okay, we need to put the items in the slot. Okay, so... Alright. Yeah, I did a thing where I loot, because I like looting. Okay, so hold to charge and release when the pendulum stops. Yeah, hoarding can definitely pay off. Hi, you must be the dead woman. Are you death? You have death's eyes. I have the eyes of a man who's just walked through 40 meters of poisonous gas without protective goggles. At the end of the tunnel, there's a second tunnel. Can you hear me? Focus on me. Hold on to my voice. Try to stay awake. At the end of the tunnel, there's a second tunnel? What does that mean? It means that when you die, there's neither life nor death, but something else entirely. Like a coin falling on its edge? Or a Mobius strip. You shouldn't concern yourself with such things, though. Can I have my prototype back? Take it. It spins all boring, clockwise only. Grandpa Simon has clocks that spin every which way. Besides, the train's already dead. Couldn't save it in time. Grandpa Simon? You mean Simon Kane? I'm here to meet him, actually. We've only got one grandpa between us. I've been told he lives in the Crucible with his family. Can you tell me the shortest route there? I'm sick of this game. Go away. We're gonna play cat in an old hat. We still have time before the sun sets. Wait, what about my microscope? I'll trade you another tail for it. We didn't take your microscope. I didn't expect you to know that word. Even some people at Capital don't know it. We don't know it. We just know we didn't take nothing else. Just the train's heart. Where is it then? If the prototype is my right hand, the microscope is my left. I can't collect data without it. The dogheads must have taken it. Khan and Notkin got a deal. All the war spoils got split down the middle. They don't care about hearts. Not in any of their many faces. Why take another one? What does your microscope do? Is it alive? A microscope is a metallic pipe filled with mirrors. Use it to look at small objects and make them large and detailed. Oh, a kaleidoscope. To look at the colourful town. You can do it like a capella. You know the word kaleidoscope? Oh, and defenestration. Mr. Merrick used it when forming Orion for Uncle Rain out a window. So, as it stands, you passed my belongings along to some other gang and I'll need to barter to get them back, am I right? Calmness to give it to Capella as a gift. Are you stupid? After what happened to that stained glass, no, Kane wouldn't have given it to her. If it's something that changes when you look through it, he must have given it to Grandpa Simon. Grandpa Simon loves things like that. Khan wouldn't give to anyone. Not before he looks at himself or after either. But he's honest, even if he's wicked. You give it back to the owner if you find him in town. He'll deal fair. Well, where can I find him? Well, If they brought your micro kaleidoscope into the polyhedron, you won't see it again. No use looking there. Try the stairways to heaven. The dogheads like them, think they look like polyhedron. There's one right there and then more. You know, after this conversations with its capellas, khans, polyhedrons, I'm beginning to see the shape of the world you live in. It sounds complicated, but it can't be worse than human anatomy, can it? Okay, so here's our mind map. And we know some more things, I think. So we know we've got our prototype, but we've lost our microscope. Okay. Alright, we've got people over there. So let's go have a look. Ooh. I thought you were a person, but you're not a person. An Abbey Bishop. An Abbey Bishop. He's an Odonk? Or a dog? I don't know, he's weird looking. Okay. What an interesting mask you have. Go away, snake man, you got sharp eels. What's wrong with your face? Looks more like a congenital disease than an injury. We are worms. We live in the earth. Cattle we herd. Herbs we gather. Injuries we inflict. Worms. I see the resemblance. Okay, so there's a mumpy man. Okay, so he's a lumpy man. Is this the worm man? Okay. Ma'am? I'm going to assume something happened because you're because due to like your lack of clothes. If I didn't have a filter on, you'd probably be naked, right? Alright. So, precise cut, more akin to surgery than murder. Stabbed in the stomach, gutted just like my boots. The body is still warm. Surprisingly for a man like this, he was sober. Okay. Jacob Sturth, Kerrigan. What was his name? Bertrand. Such a harmless fellow he was. Never hurt a fly in his life, and the Ripper slashed him to ribbons like the rest of them. Anyway, the brute. We must give these unfortunate souls the proper burial they deserve, and then find the Ripper and give him a burial befitting a beast. Kuliki Kalud, do not act rashly. Give Kirik to me, I'll pay you back. In kind, in hearts, in blood. What do you mean, give Kirik to you? You want to take the corpse? Are you crazy? Why are you looking at her? Why are you even speaking to her? Begone, witch! Briante, do not speak to me, stranger. I have come begging for food to give Suok, begging for tears to give Mother Bordeaux. I speak to the blood of Urdurk, of our town. You are not our blood. My eyes do not see you, stranger. My ears do not hear you. What happened here? The Ripper came to town. The father killer, Barak. He was always a wild one, but then the Mara Shabnak lay within the steppe and whispered things in his ear to make him water the earth with blood. As soon as he got off the train, he went on this murder spree. He killed Jacob Sturth, he killed Kirik, he killed the harmless birdie. He's a monster. Maraj Shabnak, who's that? A thing that comes from the steppe. A golem on feet of bone that takes the form of a young harlot, lays with someone and then eats their eyes to blind them to reality. I thought I'd come alone, or almost alone, but I definitely don't recall a mad Ripper on the train with me. He arrived on the freight train. Look at the back door like a thief in the night. That freight train was bringing medicine, sweets, and coffins, so the Ripper must have hid away in a coffin, or else Shabnak would have torn apart the steppe. You just said that Shabnak copulated with him, and now he's hiding from her in a coffin? Only 2 sentences into this conversation, and I already want to shoot myself. Tonight, hear me out. Blood of my elder Suak sings of a fierceness, a sharpness inside the one you call Kirik. Give his body to me. He's dead to you anyway. You will bury him, and he will rot away until nothing is left. I will bury him, and Suak will eat him, and drink his fierceness and his sharpness, and sing Ubthane Dune, a herb song in gratitude.
She give us twar, and we'll brew us lots of twar.
She will give us Ashen Swish, the horseress of the herbs. By Kelleneb, Ashen Swish is a cruel herb, a bad herb. It thrives on blood and spite. Suak sings that we need plenty of Swish soon. Yours is a burial into emptiness, but mine will be a burial into Suak's womb. I am at your feet, high and canoed, good people. Give me the one you call Kirik.
Should we give her the body, maybe? He didn't seem to have any family, and without them in the picture, I guess it doesn't matter if we bury them or the kin do. Who knows? Suppose we do get a great crop of twire.
Okay. I was under the impression that who buries him, who actually matters quite a lot in traditional cultures.
But they aren't just going to bury him, they'll desecrate him. Not until not even Shabnak can recognize what's left. That's what you're going to do, isn't it? Isn't it, step girl? Say it. Don't you dare lie to us.
I am at your feet, high and canoed, good people. I promise there will be no desecration. We will take his name so it holds his sharpness no longer, and we will lower him into Suak's womb. Everyone will forget him, forget the wicked murderer Kirik, and only Ashen Swish will remain.
I knew there was a catch. Wicked or not, you can't just bury a person without their name. Everyone has the right to a memory, if nothing else. But he really was a wicked man. The rare times someone remembers him at all, they never have anything good to say. Perhaps it's for the best if everyone forgets him.
You could at least ask her to get up from her knees. This is awkward.
Let's stand over the body. I'd rather avoid a falling out with the kin. Will only lead to more trouble down the line. What do you think, stranger? You look important. Maybe you even have some brains too.
Okay. So this will have consequences one way or the other, according to what I think. Like, I think pretty much every decision I make will shape something else and that type of thing. Okay, so as far as I know, I'm giving this body to this crazy half-naked woman who seems to worship some really weird god, I think. And she's going to do something nefarious with it. However, the two non-crazy people are telling me that this dead guy was a bad man. So the body of a victim in a violent end must be withheld for the purpose of a forensic examination, even if a beautiful young woman asks otherwise. Death came to this town today. Such a great death, the likes of which has never been seen before. Today will be a fearsome day. Tomorrow, even more so. And on the third day, fear itself will die. And without Ashen Swish, we will die too. Okay, so maybe the decision I made is bad because I need that Ashen Swish down the line. I came to this town today, that's all that matters. Okay, so we've got something new in the mind map. Alright, so we can see that, yeah, we made a decision here that a murderer came, and we know that the locals believe in Shabnak. Okay. The second tour was stolen by a different gang of children. I'll have to search the town for it, not the guided tour I hoped for. Alright, so we're heading to the town. Oh, there's a thing here. Alright. Okay, so those are coffins. Okay. Crimson River flows at you. Okay. Ooh, people.
Some are wise, others otherwise.
Would you look at that? A customer. Keep walking, customer. The shop's appointment only, and I don't recall your name on the list.
From a distance, they looked just like coffins. What did? Just the coffins? I couldn't believe there were so many. I thought I was dreaming.
There can never be too many coffins.
Quit trying to scare us. But yeah, have a look. We've got plenty of shops in town, but our warehouse keeper here can get it for you for wholesale. Just look at these boots he snagged. Scarlet. They're pretty.
Are they from the capital?
From a coffin.
Coffin's the best when you need a chest. Checkpoint guard wouldn't dare open it up out of respect. It's inhumane. Meanwhile, it's overflowing 100 pairs of scarlet Saffiano leather boots, tax and duty-free.
Okay, so you smuggle contraband in coffins. You a tax inspector? No, but that doesn't mean I approve of illicit trade.
Keep your nose out of other people's coffins then. Once someone goes in, he knows what happens. Maybe they never died. Maybe they never existed at all.
Of course. If I start poking around coffins, how will you exploit the public's fear of death in your smuggling operation? Okay. I'm guessing... Oh, that this is the way into town. What are you doing, Kat? Are you going? That is a paper bag. Cats be crazy, I tell ya. Okay, the loading times are a little long, but... Okay.
Tired of this noise.
Okay. I kicked a bin and... Alright, we've got some...
I could use some quiet. It was quiet in Connecticut.
Okay, so the red things, if I interact with them, they up my mania, and the blue ups my apathy. Oh, maybe I should see. Can I get in this door? No. Hey, it was worth a look in my eyes, though. Alright, I can't talk to you guys. Alright, these kids have like a mouse in the thing. You look like you're sneaking around. Okay. Alright, so there's more of these crazy women. Are we worshipping a cow? So, such beautiful movements. Alright, so this bloating is a common condition here. Truly astonishing phenomena can be found in remote... I'd like to study them. Okay. Boo-ha, my good little bull, blunt-mouthed, broad-browed, please forgive us. You're silly, I say, and you always have been. He's returning to Boss Turok, to Bodho. We are leading him to the bosom of his mother and father. Why are you asking him for forgiveness? Because Boss Turok is dead, Aina. This little bull's whole life, he didn't know that the most beautiful creature, the immortal Boss Turok, was waiting for him. And now he knows. Boss Turok is dead. Buha will find his father's violent corpse. How can we not pity him? Who died? Boss Turok, the father of all Katanj people and bulls. We asked Suok to bring him back. You're the silly one, Aina. Suok didn't eat Boss Turok. How could she? He's bigger than her, stronger than her. The immortal can't be killed. He chooses death himself. We'll ask Boss Turok to change his mind and come back to us, his children. Is Boss Turok some kind of mythical creature? What happened exactly? Boss Turok is the father of all Katanj, people and bulls. Oh, how can I explain? We have brides work barefoot so that we always bear his heart. Tonight, it stopped beating. His children are afraid without their father, so we asked him to respond. But I feel he has died. A fang or a claw was thrust into him. I feel the wound bleeding. Rust has soaked into him. I feel the rot squelching underfoot.
Quiet, both of you. You know nothing. Boss Turok can die only from glue. We will cheer him up, feed him and show him our joy. We'll bring the last Oryx to his bosom. Then he will remember us and return to us. So this bull is meant to be sacrificed. We give a little to gain a lot.
Mother Baho is a blind, loving mother, the warmth of the earth. But Boss Turok not only bore us, he watched over us. We lived under his watch. Now the town is without a beholder, as Halag Khan. We're all blind worms now.
Muga, Muga, bad. A worm is a worm. A human is a human. A human is meant to see, to build.
Look around, beholder. What do you see?
Okay. A town where the sacrifice of live animals is permitted in a residential area. You haven't looked closely. Go further. See our celebration. Look at the last Oryx. What do you see in all this? Tell Gua afterwards. Well, at least it's pleasant to look at you girls. Alright, so such beautiful movements, yeah. Alright, what else can I say? They've tied ribbons all over town, instant burns everywhere. Okay, was I seeing the future, or...? I can't go that way, so I need to go this way. I can talk to this guy though. My eyes touch you, beholder. I'd rather they didn't. It's plausible anatomically speaking, but psychologically, I expect at least a decade of trauma. What did you see, beholder? Why are you calling me that, beholder? Us worms are blind. We feel the warmth of the future, but we do not see it. Our brides are grasshoppers. They see with their feet. They feel the pulse of the future, but do not see it. We stand here and seek those with eyes, the beholder who sees the future. So you're asking everyone, not just me. One, many, human concepts. There is one worm, but hit it with a spade, there are two. There were 5 fingers, but clenched, they became one fist. Right now we are talking to you. What did you see, Beholder? I saw rot and plague miasma spreading from a carcass and a sanitation squad burning with fire. That was tomorrow. That will be yesterday. Were those anxiety-induced visions of a terrible future, perhaps? Thank you for your vision, Beholder. You see more widely than others. We will remember this. If you see something else unexpected, don't be afraid. It's just the eyes adjusting to our current place in time. Keep moving forward. I haven't even done anything yet, but I'm already helping. What a stand-up guy I turned out to be. Okay. Okay, is this more visions of the future? Okay, there's no going that way. It's blocked. Alright, we have pokey sticks. Okay.
Surely the amalgam can't pour like that. As if things are animated.
Okay. You don't know about this one? Neither do I. And I'm not entirely sure what's going on in the game, but I don't think we're supposed to right now. Okay, I can see a green person, so I guess we're supposed to go over there and talk to him. Oh! Okay, so this is more like visions of the future. Hey, this...
Stop staring at me. Push over.
You were gonna say you have no clue what's going on. I don't think we're supposed to.
Forgot that there's so much of the world.
Alright, I should probably...
The cinematograph stops. Why would it matter?
Okay. This is a familiar masked person because this is like you see them. I've seen them like attributed to the other things. Okay. So this entire scene here seems familiar. Oh, okay. I was lured into a student art performance. Okay. Poor mouse drowning in sweat. More bird metaphors. Okay, so. We're gonna talk.
All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players.
Ah, there you are. Finally, I thought you'd forgotten our agreement. I hope you're ready. Have you memorized your lines? What lines? I told you, sir, we cannot trust this fool. He is not fit to be our leading man. He stands and stares, forgets his lines, I know, of other men who better play their parts. Wait, is this really the guy? Looks about the same, but the outfits are wrong. Did our guy wear a coat? This costume is more suited to an antagonist. Funny! Fashion advice from a man in a birdsuit. Looked like in the mirror lately? What delightful cheek! Never have I seen such arrogance in one person. Sir, you are just what the doctor ordered. I am Mark Immortality, director of the local theatre. Pleased to meet you when you are. I'm looking for the kids who stole my microscope. I really don't have time for this. Good day, sir. Okay, so it's like a local theatre thingamajig. Hey, what's with... Okay, I will fuck off. How is something in the future trying to kill me now? Alright, I'm back here. Okay. But clearly the game doesn't want me going that way, because whatever's in the future there is trying to kill me. I got sprayed with something, and it was like future something. I don't know what I need beetles for, but I can loot them, so we're going to do that. Alright.
The superstitions aren't real.
Like, it feels important that we're breaking the mirrors? I don't know. Okay. If you could travel through time, would you go to the future or the past? A future so distant that not even someone with my vivid imagination could fathom it. Grandpa Simon used to say that the days are like hopscotch. Usually, they go one after another, but sometimes there's two side by side, and sometimes you have to jump backwards. Did you steal my microscope, that device with the shiny tube? I did, yeah, but I gave it to Phil. He's over there, on the stairway. How do those stairs stand without support? They stand like the polyhedron does. You keep bringing up this polyhedron. Well, whatever sort of creature this is. It can wait until later. Okay. So, polyhedron is important. So, Phil on the stairs here. Are you Phil? Okay, you must not be Phil because I can't talk to you. Okay. You kids in dog masks. That's my microscope. Well, what is it? Can you see the future? Let me look too. Gimme. Wait your turn, Pipsqueak. Just let me take one look and I'll give it back. Oh, there's a bunch of bugs and little hairs. Doesn't look like much of a future. Why are you losing your dog's eyes to look? You're not an animal, you know. Yeah, but an animal might see further though. Good news, the microscope has been found. Bad news, it's being mauled by a pack of wild dogs. Oh, the horror. Oh, it's you. Hey, your thingamajig's busted. Doesn't show anything, just like some bugs and weird little hairs. Maybe that is the future. Like in many, many years, nothing will remain of us on Earth but bugs and hair. It's very sad if you think about it. What makes you think it shows the future? See all these different pieces of glass inside? Glass like this shows the future when you look at it. Everyone knows that. Grandpa Simon loved making all sorts of things with glass. I've only seen thingamajigs like this place. Why'd you steal from Grandpa Simon, you bastard? That's why we stole it back from you. It's called justice. This is my microscope. I brought it with me from the capital and you stole it from my luggage. That's called theft. What? You don't know, mister? He doesn't know. Spit it out, you monster. Where'd you get this thingamajig from? What'd you do to Simon? It was you, wasn't it? Wasn't it? I was on my way to go visit Simon. I'd already be there if it weren't for you. Please, give me back my microscope. It's a very delicate instrument. Give it back. Give it back? Will you stop whining? If you want bad so back, what will you give it for us? Just give him back the thingamajig and then go on his merry way. It's broken anyhow. Can't see any future at all. No. Grandpa Simon taught us what doesn't take effort doesn't deserve effort. We give him back the thingamajig. There's no effort in that. I can give you a cuff on the head for it. Will that be enough effort? What did you just say? Say that again. Calm down, Pipsqueak. Don't get angry. He's not from around here, is all. We don't know the rules yet. Hey, mister, you're new here. We'll let it slip this time, but you should know. You can't mess with kids around here, and you definitely can't hit them. If you do. Just try it. He'll kill you. What a fearsome little girl. Okay, sorry, I was only joking. Just give me back my microscope, please. What's that shiny thing hanging off that chain? Show it to us. Oh, a watch. Pretty. Let's make a deal. You give us the watch, we'll give you back your thingamajig. Just show it as it works, will ya? We're still curious. Hold on, I need to check if it's broken first. You might have been using hammer nails. Okay, so Trade an item. Okay. So that shows us what the value is. Okay. They wanted the watch. Alright, so we got our microscope back, and it did cost me the watch, but that's fine. Okay, we're back in the capital 2 weeks ago. Okay. Okay, we got a great big thing. Okay. Alright, so we're about to learn how the microscope works. Okay, so I need to put stuff under there, obviously.
You asked for it, you got it, Chief. You have too much of a spine.
Please, hold on a little longer. Even after the inhalation therapy, the swelling won't go down immediately. Chief, finally, where have you been? The woman you rescued from the morgue is conscious, but she might not stay that way. She's very weak. It's amazing that she's standing at all with the amount of gas she inhaled. Step aside with me for a moment, Chief. I checked the morgue records. A body matching her description was declared dead last night. It could be a coroner's oversight or a bureaucratic error. People can make mistakes all the time. This doesn't prove anything. I'm not claiming it does, but imagine for a second... No, let's stick to the facts. I spoke to the orderly on duty last night. He also claimed our subject showed no signs of life, and Platon himself was there when she woke up. Our subject? Slow down, Serafina. We don't even have proof that she meets Senedica's criteria. We can't miss this opportunity. Unfortunately, the subject is having trouble speaking. All that time in the gas has weakened her voice. I've rinsed her mucous membranes and performed inhalation therapy, but we can't conduct an extensive interview. Shame. A first-hand account could point us in the right direction, but there's always a physical examination or taking a sample. Or an examination of her personal belongings. She came into the morgue with some items, though I haven't had a chance to go through them myself. I left them on the table by the back entrance. Will you take a look, Chief? Perhaps there's a clue. Ma'am, would you allow us to examine your things? Okay. Hello, do you remember me? I'm Bachelor of Medicine Daniil Dakovsky, head of the Nautical Laboratory. Last night I saved you from the side of a serious gas leak. The man with death size. My eyes were affected by the gas just as yours were, but at least you remember something. I died. Tunnel after tunnel. Allow me to take a blood sample. Perhaps the microscope can give some clarity. Okay, so a disease affects various bodily symptoms. The microscope helps identify which organ is affected. Okay, tissue samples are placed on glass slides. Okay, so alright, we've got a blood sample. Okay, so we can study under the microscope. Okay, so I'm going to take that. Examine. Okay, so we need to find red bacteria in the sample. Okay, so we can adjust the focus. Okay. I found it, I just can't get it as clear as I need it. And it doesn't help when my mouse is doing like stupid things. I swear I had it.
it's weird. It doesn't help when my mouse keeps like going to my other screen. So like I don't know if I'm supposed to click on anything, but it's like. Alright, we had it. Organ is affected. An unidentified pathogen has been found. Okay. You can stay quiet for now. I just need to examine you. Okay. Okay, so I'm guessing this is where the nudity filter comes in and, like, she'd have no thing on. Okay. Pale and gaunt, looks exhausted. It's no wonder her blood sample points to leukemia. Okay, serious... Okay. Skin here is seriously damaged and exposed due to contact with the gas. Okay. Skin here is seriously damaged. I suspect it's due to a contact with the gas. Okay. Okay, bruising from repeated injections, the consequence of attempted resurrection, the result of trying to cure leukemia. Okay. What's this? Bruising, redness, rough injection. Seems like she had an allergic reaction. Rest. I haven't had a look through your things yet, Seraphina. Where'd you say they were? On the table by the back entrance? Okay. Alright. Lazarus's personal effects from the morgue. Herbs, not a bouquet, looks medicinal. Consulted a wise woman instead of a doctor. Okay, papers, they look official. I accept all risk and waive all claims. 2 rings, obviously a pair. Jilted fiance. Morphine tourniquet. Chronic morphine addict. Together with the examination test, the picture is more or less complete. A miraculously resurrected woman has late-stage leukemia and injection marks on her body. Weakened system couldn't handle the heavy dose of medication. Seraphina awaits and our subject needs rest. Time to come up with a diagnosis, even if it is preliminary. Okay.
Why do they continue to normalize death?
So, Chief, have you shed any light on the case? I'm loath to jump to conclusions, but could Thanatica have discovered some genuine phenomena? Oh. I suppose so, but how do we explain the most astonishing part, the resurrection? Why the gas leak revived the subject? Did you see the bruising from intravenous injection? I bet it was adrenaline. Someone tried to restart her heart, but the dose was too small. When the gas leaked, the body released the adrenaline it was missing. So you think it was a mistake? The subject ended up in the morgue due to negligence. She wasn't actually dead yet, and by coincidence, an unaccounted for factor revived her. I'm afraid so. I admit I was hopeful as well, but no, once again, no breakthrough for Thanatica. So does that mean she wasn't dead after all? And all the others we tried to find too? As of right now, spontaneous resurrection appears to be nothing but fiction.
Then, what's your Microsoft even for? That microscope even for? Doesn't show the future, doesn't raise the dead. It's just a toy, really. Breakthrough can't happen in one single movement. It takes a sustained effort. Every step feels small at first, but we'll learn to resurrect the dead one day. Alright, we can't see the future in that glass and we're off. We got important things to do after all. So do I. I'll leave my things at my temporary lodgings and head to Crucible to see Simon. Okay. Where am I now? Hi?
Staying at home, waiting, counting minutes.
Enough. Why are you drowning me in details, Bachelor? Street kids stealing your microscope is an amusing anecdote, but it's not the crime we sat down to discuss 2 hours ago. 2 hours and 15 minutes ago, to be exact. Focus. I'm only interested in what's important. But you asked what I was doing in the town. And you've recounted every step. What's next? How you chopped carrots for soup or knocked mud off your boots. When I asked for precision, I didn't mean an exhaustive recounting of your little fingers' every twitch. Funny you should mention soup. I can't remember the last time I ate. You're diverting the conversation to distract me. Again. Not at all. Why would I do that? You know what I especially dislike? When an obviously intelligent man feigns foolishness to derail an investigation. I'm offended and embarrassed for you. Both know you're not a fool. Stop wasting my time and your own. I just wanted to recount everything in order from beginning to end. The beginning doesn't interest me. My concern is the ending, the result, the finale. As for your backstory, your genesis, all of that is in the case file. Shall we review it? Yes, please. I'm quite curious as to what it contains. Let's see. Where was it? Ah, yes. The ministerial inspection of your lab. Thanatica began in early September. Your presence was required at all times. Instead, you dashed off across the country to a backwater town to bring back what might be described as a person with unique longevity, or at the very least the results of his medical evaluation. Let's set your fantasies aside for a moment. The important part is that you fled from the investigation. And this town had an outbreak of some fever the scientific community had no knowledge of. As luck would have it, you were the only medical professional on site. Accurate so far. I didn't flee. Proof of human immortality was the only chance to save Thanatica. On the third day, the town's leaders gathered in the town hall to form an emergency command to fight the epidemic. And what was Danil Dankovsky, who was, I repeat, the only qualified specialist in town during that day? What's that? Your lips trembling. Said I unsteadily. My shame isn't your concern. You're right to feel ashamed. Instead of fulfilling your Hippocratic oath and leading the fight against the plague, you were engaged in... What? Come on. Don't look at the table, my eyes are up here. I know where you're going with this, Inspector. It says I tried to flee the town. On the fourth day, the town lost its water supply. They required a hospital, but the one person who could set it up, what was he doing? Tell me, Dankovsky. Where'd you spend the 4th and 5th days? In a jail cell. That's what your papers say, right? Come the evening of the 4th day, the doctor from the capital attempts to flee the dying town on a cargo train, like a rat. He is caught and jailed, and there he remains as the plague ravages the town. I admit, I find even the act of reading about it repugnant. I won't lie, I considered escape. Escape, not flight. Thanatica was in the process of being destroyed back in the capital. You considered escape to avoid facing a painful truth. When I came to town, I found that Simon Kane, the immortal man on whom I pined all my hopes, was dead. He died under mysterious circumstances a few hours before my arrival. Who are you fooling? Immortals don't exist. From the beginning, you knew as well as I did that Simon Kane was fiction, false hope to cling to. Simon Kane's nature, the mystery of his immortality and death, is the most important thing that happened in this little town, and to me. But I can't just relate it to you, to understand. One must immerse themselves in the details, take in the full picture. And for the very best immersion, you tried to flee the town on the evening of the 4th day? No, you're twisting it, you're rewinding the past. Where did I lie exactly? Point it out. Everywhere about emergency command, the escape, the hospital, the only thing you got right was the reason I came to town in the first place. Then tell me your version of events. How did it all happen? No tricks. Leave aside your stories of children and microscopes. I'm tired of repeating myself. I'm interested in the ending, not the beginning. Do you also read books backwards? You'll recount everything in whatever order I tell you to. On the 6th day, the plague destroyed the town. So if you would be so kind, explain to me. What were you doing on the 5th day? Were you really so indifferent to the plights of the people around you? The town couldn't have perished on the 6th day. I was there for 12. There's an error in your report. You disappoint me, Bachelor. I'll ask you again. On the 5th day of the town, what were you doing? The 5th day, I think. Okay. Oh, we can resume game apparently, so ignore that. Like, that looked to be the end of the demo, but is it the end of the demo? Okay, day 5, in which the Bachelor grabbed the only remain. Okay. Never leaving this place. They trapped me in this bloody town. Now I'm trapped in jail cell. So we know that much. Alright, so here's some things we know. Got the microscope. Possible geometry. Riddle me this. What place has an entrance but no exit? A grave. You're a doctor, a lifesaver, and yet tomorrow the town will die of plague. I hardly remember why. Everything is a blur. Do you deserve this? All of your actions are futile. With every moment you sink deeper into apathy. Just fall into a deep sleep. Will it always be like this? This despair isn't yours, I swear. It's the local herbs messing with your head. Kick a trash can if it helps. In mania, you're sharp and fierce. It's the only way to save the day. But you won't succumb to this false tranquility. Hey, you there? Let me out already. Okay. So they're constantly rising. Get that. Okay. Alright, so Capella. His daughter of Fat Vlad Olgamiski. Okay.
The sky is cloudy, yet earth awaits your casket, and filling your pockets is a whole lot of crickets.
Out! Out, living soul. You keep me caged like a dog all night, and now you acknowledge me. I have a soul? Who are you? I'm a mistress. Well, a future mistress. But I think you'll agree that future and past are relative concepts. Mistress of what? Ceremonies? Puppets? A copper mountain? You're funny. The mistress of this town, I suppose. But I'm not here to talk about myself. Why don't you instead tell me how you're feeling? Oh, excellent. Had a good night's sleep. Full of energy, ready to stand trial. I am going to be tried now, right? Why the sarcasm? They only locked you up so you wouldn't run away. And now you can't run away. So you can come out of your cage. Just like that. Just like that. When you go up the stairs, you'll understand why, but first, I need to know one more thing. Why did you come to our town? I researched the nature of death. I was told you have an immortal man among you, Simon Kane, but when I got here, he was dead. So what are you going to do now? Don't have a lot of options, do I? I'll look into what he left behind, first thing. The phenomenon itself is... phenomenon itself is gone, but there are still witnesses to his longevity explaining it is paramount. I've been... You know, Bachelor, my father envied Simon, and Maria Kina will always be my enemy, so there's no love lost between our families. And yet, I must help you. I don't want to. I must. Otherwise the town will suffer. That's why I came here early and waited 4 hours until you decided to wake up. Yay for Watch Streak!
You could have knocked on the door yourself. I know where to find the last person who saw Simon alive. His name is Sark Reuben. His apprentice? He's a doctor. He has a hideout in the warehouse. Let's look for him there. A hideout? Sure. Clear sign of an honest man. But you won't be able to go there right now. While I was waiting for you, something bad happened. Something bad? When you go up those steps, you'll see. Mother said the true mistress stands out by her timing. And here I am. Right place, but too late. Maybe I'll never become a true mistress. Okay. Don't you dare cry. I can't stand tears. Your hint helped me a lot, you hear? Okay. So, oh. So, we've got suspect or successor. Okay. Last thread. Okay. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I would very much like to leave jail. Alright, so Alexander Saburov. Alright, so... Okay.
They say the first blow is half the battle.
Denkovsky, before you ask, I allowed the girl in. She's Olomsky's daughter and she interceded on your behalf. But even if she hadn't, I wouldn't have kept you here. You threw me behind bars yesterday and today you're already sending me free? What a mercurial tyrant you are. What were you detained for? You know that perfectly well, Governor Saburov. Why do you ask? You committed the most heinous crime a doctor can commit. You tried to abandon your patients, to flee the town and save your sorry hide. Again, I'm being accused of who knows what without evidence. I figured it all out. Would you claim you went to the railway station to watch the birds? Yes, I did. Whatever happened yesterday is beyond reach. Today, the plague has reached the backbone. Behind the thin walls of this building, death rages. We've boarded up doors and windows, but the plague fumes are seeping in. You and I, we have mere hours left. The outbreak has reached the town hall. There have been cases of criminals surviving the sacking of a besieged city and prisons. A prison is also a fortress, but our fortress lacks food and water. Outside, we are presumed dead. Know this, Denkovsky. I want to punish you for cowardice, that much is true. But I did not want you dead. I'm sorry. What do you mean, presumed dead? 2 days ago, a decree was issued declaring all people in infected districts to be presumed dead, not to be rescued, unless they call for help with signal bonfires. A folly. Without a protective suit, you can't venture into the miasma. You alone fight the fires. So, officially, you and I are dead. A decree you issued. A decree was issued, you say. By whoever wields that power, right? Tell me straight. You issued an inhumane rule, never expecting to be its victim. I did not issue that decree, nor did you. Though everyone pinned their hopes on you at first. You have no moral right to condemn the decisions of those who at least tried to act. Fine, I'll deal with this later. But for us to be let out, someone has to venture outside, right? I'm ready to volunteer. The miasma already seeps into the ruins of the town hall, and you want me to open the front door? No. Our only chance is to barricade ourselves in and pray for a miracle. I have a device, a prototype. It disperses miasma. With it, I can go through the infected district. Device? Yes. The one you confiscated along with all my belongings, including medicine, by the way. No. Your gadgets from the capital are just as unreliable as you. I won't unlock the main entrance, risking contamination of the town hall just because of your novelty lighter. I have no idea what this lighter can do, and yet you argue with me? We inspected your device. Looks like a canister and film. Maybe the Canes would be interested. I don't see how cinema will help the infection. I have an idea. You mentioned the plague is already seeping into the town hall. Where? Far room. We've locked it already. Give me the prototype back. I'll clear the contamination in the far room and prove to you that the device works. Fine. Your device should be in the main hall. Confiscated items are also there on the counter. No one has disturbed them. Take them. After that, they'll unlock the far room for you. But if you fail to clear the miasma there, you won't be let out. I just hope your goons didn't break anything of mine. Okay, so... We know that everything's kind of infected and like we're kind of locked here in this building. Okay. Okay. Which is inexperienced due to the point of criminal negligence. If I held the power in this town, I would have wielded it more wisely. Alright, give me all the things. Okay, Vlad the Younger.
I've heard of this love thing, all right. Never seen it, though.
What options does the town have when there's no vaccine or cure? When there's neither a hospital nor doctors? Isolation and quarantine are our only tools to slow the plague spread. Hold on, are you the one who issued the decree not to rescue people from the infected districts? Everyone is saying I acted as Isidore Burak did 5 years ago. They can think what they want, but they're remembering it wrong. My measures were not so harsh. Isidore Burak sealed off the plague districts with no chance of escape. I, at least, told the orderlies to keep an eye out for bonfires, to give those trapped behind the cordons a chance. Wait, you devised a more humane measure but don't object when it's credited to someone else? A decree is far easier to institute when it's backed by authority. The outcome matters more than inscribing my name in history, and Borak's name was important to persuade people. Why are you looking at me like that? What the puppet master? Did you earn the right to issue decrees by trickery as well? The Medku, that's what our local healers are called, have their own ways to treat disease. As I had access to this knowledge, I took it upon myself to adapt it. We have no other solutions. You decided to treat the town with folk remedies and no one stopped you? I will soon pay with my life for my actions. More like your father's actions. Surely it was he who placed you in this prestigious position? I was, as will you, for your inaction. I'm not a proud man, Dankovsky. 2 days ago I waited for you at emergency epidemic committee meeting. You wished to take matters into your own hands. I would not have stood in your way, but you simply didn't show up. You're a brave man, Vad. You actually tried to do something. I won't let you die. Okay. Alright. Others happily trapped themselves. Okay. I'm begging you. Please tell them to open the doors. They've locked everything. We're trapped here. You're completely out of your mind? Use your head. Do you really think they locked the doors just out of boredom? You see what's going on out there? It's like Sodom and Maria Shabnak and the clay legs. My friend got stuck outside. We were together. I managed to slip in here, but he... What's happening outside? He's done for. Forget it. You don't have a friend anymore. The district is doomed too. There's plague mist everywhere. Nowhere to breathe. We're doomed as well, plain and simple. Then why is everyone standing around like nothing happened? Why is no one taking any measures? These are the measures. Quarantine dictates and infected districts need to be sealed off, and that's how we got here. Whoever came up with these measures is a real idiot. They've sealed themselves in the town hall with that decree. We're cut off from everything. All doors are closed. They've walled us in and left us for dead. And who is this genius? Who's in charge of the quarantine? Someone is. Anyone at this point, really. Cut the head off a chicken and still would have done a better job handling this. It seems Gillespie Jr. was making decisions at first. There was even the vaccine. And some big bugs started issuing those ridiculous decrees. Isn't there a doctor from the capital here? Isn't he exceeding the emergency command? I heard that the doctor chickened out and tried to free the town. No, that's not how it was. You're mistaken. The doctor from the capital took charge instead of the hospital and saved the town. Oh, you got quite the imagination, I must say. If he took charge, then why are we still locked in here? Why is plague mist engulfing the backbone? Maybe ask your doctor how we get out of town at all. Is this deadly mist outside? No, that's not how it went. I'll fix everything. Okay, I'm going to... loot all the things. Alright. The longer... Okay. Needs to be topped up frequently. Consumes only one use of its fluid, regardless of how long it's charged. I'll have to improvise. Maybe I can use local materials instead of reagents. It's not worth using valuable medicine for this. I'll have to improvise. I need a stimulant, an anesthetic, and a toxin. The rest I have in the still water. Alright, ox bile and town of bulls. It shouldn't be hard to find a bottle of bile. Novocaine. And belladonna. Okay. Okay.
I do have an heir. Our town.
What's that smell? Bile. The prototype uses other reagents as well, but they hardly smell of anything. Your contraption works. Let's assume as much. It's enough to traverse the infected district. We've already established that you have no better options. Fine. Let's assume that too. Listen up. You need to make it to the southern exit of the district. It's guarded by orderlies. The other exits are either sealed off or being guarded by vigilantes. Best avoided. By vigilantes, you mean a mob armed with sharp sticks driven mad by fear. Got it. But first, you need to light several bonfires. More than one. That's important. Again with the bonfires. I'll just tell the orderlies that there are living people trapped in the district. We're standing in front of them as living proof. Said already. This is how it's been since the first outbreak 5 years ago. If there are fires burning in an area, that means there's still survivors. Still able-bodied and healthy. Only those are worth saving. We were ordered not to bother with small pockets of doomed people. But you're suggesting I light all these bonfires myself to deceive your own system? It's not my system. We issued the decree in haste and panic. If I survive, I will overturn it. If we survive, I'll be the one issuing decrees. Okay, so... Is the door out? Okay, the district is infected and sealed off. I can only leave if I light several bonfires. Okay. I have matches. Okay. Okay, so I've got to put it in my pockets. Okay. So, consumables. Okay. Was trapped in there is dead to us, Governor Sabarov's orders. Sabarov is trapped in there by himself, useful? I know you. You're a qualified doctor in this benighted town? We're only doing our job. The decree is simple. No fires, no entry. People can be saved only if the bonfires are lit in the district. Otherwise it means you're all dead. I'm standing right here in front of you, you cretin. Who can say if it's really you standing there? Maybe a Shavnak learned to wear a man's skin. Maybe she stuffed you with hay. Sure is afraid of fire. So if the bonfires are burning, there's no Shavnak and you can go in. Without the fire, I can't really be sure if you're alive or dead in there. I'll be back. Okay, there's a bonfire over there. Alright. Oh, there's a box here. Is there stuff in it? Now they need to let us out. Okay. Alright, these guys are the ones with the pointy sticks. Okay. There we go. I've done nothing. It's alive. Boys, there's someone alive here. You're gonna stand there being shocked at my arrival. Look behind me. The fires are lit. Wait, really? Let me count them again. 1, 5, 2, 5. 4. Boys, there's survivors in the back road. Well then, clear the exit to the district. Escort people from fire to fire. Do not deviate from the roof. Finally, I hope those trapped in the town hold on. So much time wasted between running It's right terrifying to go there, but it can't be helped. Orders are orders, and you survive. But why are you standing there? Get on it. Out to the clean district since you managed to walk all the way here. And good luck to you there. Tell the governor that I won our bet. The people in town hall have a chance. Ergo, so does the town. Okay, so the town is merely a sequence of districts, and I'm to choose that sequence. I can choose the careful route, step by step, avoiding dangerous districts, or walk directly to my target. Okay. So... Okay, so this is infected. Okay. Alright, so I can't go there. Alright, we're going here. What are you? Hello? I think the prototype can slow her down. Bonfires can slow her down. She cannot be stopped. Beware. Okay. So we got a changeling.
You know I'm not angry with you. Not at all.
Stop. Look into my eyes. Don't move. Don't even turn your head. She won't touch you as long as there's thread between us. What's this? Are you hypnotizing me? I can already tell you're not susceptible to hypnosis. So why waste the effort? I only want to help you. And I need all of your attention to do it. So there's not even a morsel left for her. She feeds on your mind, you see. Who are you? Clara, and I'm the one who's going to save this town from the plague, because you don't have the first clue about it. Your head's a cardboard prison, but I still pity you, such as you are. Here, let me help you. You'll save the town from the plague? With a laying on of hands, I hope, as pigs fly overhead? Yes. So you've heard about me. Thank God someone has. Look into my eyes. I'm going to help you. I have nothing to fear from her, and I'm going to teach you not to fear her either. I was being sarcastic. Because you're afraid. Don't be ashamed. And don't argue with me. I can see it. No matter how you mask it. Let me explain what you need to do so she doesn't eat you. Who's she? Shabnak. You know, the bony monstrosity you don't believe in? The one that's making your hand shake right now? You see her too? Impossible. She's my own private hallucination. My follies are very much unknown. That's not true. But it's good that you think so. The less you believe in her, the harder it is for her to get her hooks in you. Laughing at her would be ideal, honestly. But you don't have the guts for that. You're way too serious. Too serious? Alright. Here's a serious question, then. What do you think I'm saying? Shabnak is the plague's body. The earth spits her out every few years, so she might walk through the town and cleanse it of corruption, of wicked thoughts, of weak people. Everyone believes something different on that front. Why you, with your head of solid oak wood, can see her is a very interesting question. Most people like you are completely blind. What ripped that hole in you, I wonder? I'm told the scent of the local herbs has a strange effect on the psyche. Maybe so. Either way, she won't stop stalking you, whether you believe in her or not. She likes you. I can tell from a mile away. And I'll teach you how to handle it. Take notes, scholar. Had I a notebook on me, I've gotten it out already. If only to emphasize how absurd this entire situation is. Rule number 1. You're no adversary for her. Your little revolver won't shoot her. Your little knife won't stab her. You can't stab a fairy tale, can you? And why would you even have a knife anyway? So all you can do is run. Fair enough, fighting hallucinations like tilting at windmills. Yes, exactly. Keep thinking that, good scholar. And the prototype? What prototype? I have an experimental device prototype that's capable of dispersing plague miasma. Let's say this, Vision. Let's say the manifest is some kind of especially dense cloud of sand dust. Of sandpest. If I shoot at it, I'll dissipate it, which means the prototype can kill the Shepna. You claim to fight death, but look how your eyes lit up when you said kill. Killing death would be a heroic feat. It's a long-held dream of mine. There's no way your little device can kill a Shabnat. Neither bone nor metal can strike her down. Everyone knows that. How about compressed air and atomized particles of bile and belladonna? Do you miss say anything about pneumatic weapons? Enough about that. They say a sign from Boss Tura can shop her for a short while. When he sighs, she walks on tiptoe, careful not to wake him. If you exhale the right way, he'll probably slow her down. So I can stop her with a shot from the prototype, better than nothing. You believe that inventions of your science can defeat an ancient troop of the steppe? Well then, scholar, give it a try. It'll be interesting to see. Now, here's rule 2. She both loves and hates fire. She can't pass a bonfire without wanting to love and destroy it. So light bonfires. They'll slow her down. Rule 3. She's drawn to people who aren't hollow. You may be closed-minded and spiteful, but she still senses something in you. There's something you carry inside yourself, some spark. In other words, there's no way she's going to forget about you. Once she's close, she'll never stop chasing you. Crafty, the way you weave compliments and insults together. This one's so simple that I'm not even going to give the number. If she catches you, she'll devour you. You might find a way to wriggle out of her embrace the first time, but definitely not the second. No agate from me, lingering beside a thick cloud of miasma might be deadly. And finally, you're not going to believe me. She eats away at most people's bodies. Dries their skin, chews up their immune system. But you're not as easy to get to, like someone's watching you from above. Protecting you, maybe? I don't know. From atop your polyhedron? It's stunningly tall. I don't know. Well, yes, I do know, but I don't understand. Feel free to disbelieve me. It doesn't matter. Just keep in mind that you won't get infected in a plague district like others do. Instead, you'll go insane, waste all your time, and then she'll eat you. That's how it'll happen. What a heartwarming fantasy. If I really was in no danger of getting infected, there's so much I could do. She thinks she's my sister, and I think she's a monster made of bones. My hatred for her is stronger than all of yours combined. Be bold, bachelor. There's no shame in rushing from her. Maybe you'll get something done after all, in the end. Of course I will. Okay. So, okay.
The sleep of reason produces monsters. There, I delay death like a true scientist. No, really, I'm going insane.
Okay. She caught me.
Shabnak Adig, the golem of steep lands. Myth. Fiction.
Oh, fuck. I am now being chased. Get to the fire, 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 get to the fire.
No fantasies should be studied, Denkovsky.
Okay, I think this is the thing. Okay. Okay, so I'm at the... Okay. Okay, Maria Kina. Alright.
They lived happily ever after, and horribly ever before.
I can't hear you. Speak my language. Don't pretend you don't know it. I haven't said anything yet. Who dares open his mouth while the mistress is working? Daniil Denkovsky, Bachelor of Medicine Service. And Daniil. No need to mock me, I've somehow forgotten you after 5 days. One does not forget the likes of you. Just focused on the dialogue. The unexpectedness of your voice caught me off guard, that's all. And Daniil? It's an honorific sign of respect. Don't test my patience. Alright, I've interrupted you in the middle of a conversation with whom? Oh, the house, of course, but the hindquarters were not built by us, the Canes, and this house is one of the oldest ones out there. It doesn't understand me, or rather, it pretends it doesn't. I hate hypocrites. Was that a metaphor? They've explained it to you already, haven't they? We, the mistresses, can feel certain things in a way simpler folk cannot. A trace of Uncle Simon's hand still lingers in this house. It's here, very close, still warm. I can feel it. But the door's locked and broken, and the house will give me nothing freely. A trace of his hands? Do you mean fingerprints, or is this another metaphor? I don't know. Uncle was a very close friend of Isidore Burak, or a rival. True friendship is indistinguishable from rivalry. And I can feel his life still smouldering in this house. In some object or a living memory. Perhaps he's even in there himself. Simon's alive and in hiding? No, I don't believe this is the kind of luck, although... Oh, never mind. It no longer matters anyway. What I'm doing is stupid. What you're doing, even more so. That's what I thought an hour ago, but if Simon's left some kind of trace, any kind... That's not my point, Antonil. There are traces of Uncle Simon in this house and the whole town, in the polyhedron, in the people, even in the street layouts. Great people don't die, they just scatter into myriad reflections. But we, his poor descendants, won't ever be able to put them back, because tomorrow shall not come. The people locked in the town hall thought so too, but we've broken out. We'll be suffocated by walls of reeking bodies. Shabnak will devour our tomorrow. When you sleep tonight, the apnea demon will descend upon you.
and you'll lie there, frozen, staring at the ceiling forever. I don't know. No, I don't know. I had a dream. I've seen every calendar in town stop at number 5. Tomorrow shall not come. It shall not come. Shabnak. This will be a surprising confession, but as I was approaching this house, I think I saw her. Some kind of monster, very close. You've seen a Shabnak. You and Daniil. A woman or a monster? I didn't get a good look. Hard to see anything in this plague-breathing hell. In this backwater of ours, the earth sometimes belches out the strangest creatures. I'm surprised you had enough clarity of mind to see her. Not clarity of mind, murkiness. That was obviously hallucination. She wasn't there in my dream, but that doesn't mean anything. She doesn't like to enter my dreams. My dreams are of the higher realms. They strive upward. The clay spawn and the rat brigades don't feel at home there. Pathetic dreams again? I suppose I can't complain now, though. Our dreams are not the same. I am a mistress. I can see the truth. Tomorrow shall not come. If only you'd acted differently. If you'd opened the hospital, taken charge of the emergency command, searched for answers, perhaps things would have been different. But you've missed your every chance. And so have I. So what do we do now? Go to the still water, say goodbye to Eva, gaze up at the starry sky before you sleep, write a letter, get in touch with something you hold dear before the end. I hope to say goodbye to Uncle Simon. There's nothing in this town I hold dear. Although you know, Eldonil, this was in my dream too. I stood in this house and right here. Uncle Simon breathed behind the closed door and I told you that tomorrow would not come. It was important to tell you that for some reason. You were subconsciously placing your hopes on me, alas.
Dum spira spero.
Oh, my apathy! Apathy has reached its peak, and the will to live fades. The last hope is to hold on to a thought. My hand reaches for the final bullet. I must act before it's too late. The town will perish tomorrow. So this is the romantically inclined prophetess. You abandoned the town for Thanatica. All the threads have torn. Okay. Hi there. What troubles you, senor? Your day is over. What is this place? Where am I? A question fair. Your mortal body lies upon the ground, a bullet in its head. Yourself beyond the flesh is nowhere. You are within a cradle over an abyss, a slip of feeble light between the ticking hands of blackened time. I just shot myself. Why are we talking? You stand inside a mirrored chamber. Look, one glass in which you shot yourself, more still in which your life goes on. This place allows a man to choose among the possibilities. I don't understand. You're free to pick the one in which you shot yourself and end your story there. Or you can choose to defy death and give it one more try. Your business in the living world remains unfinished, no? I'm battling the sand pest, but I'm not making any progress. There's not enough of me to deal with it. Then let us say you did not shoot yourself. Too much left still to do and not enough of you. Your gold will pull you back to life, a hook lodged in your cheek. If you too soon depart, you will be left to bear this burden. Why were you hugging the clock? Why aren't you? If you look closely at the clock, you may return to a different day. And that is just what you might need. What do you mean, return to a different day? Is this clock somehow special? The clock is common as it can be, but what you'll do with it is not. You must admit, your only hope of being saved is by transcending from this plane. How the hell does that work? Does it mean I can write the past now? Doesn't matter. I don't know, really. Feels like nothing really matters anymore. Stuck in limbo with everything running in circles, no way out. You're short on fighting spirit then? Have care. It's scarcely been a day and you're already giving up. Tell me, what is your reason to be here? I presume you know. I wanted to meet Simon Kane, but I came too late. He was already dead. Cold. What kind of childish game is this? You seek to understand what's happening to you, but cold is what you are for now. Again, where do you find yourself? What is this place? Somehow, I feel as if I am several places at once, as if I'm giving a statement on the day's events at the capital, while at the same time standing here, acting and recounting my actions at the same time. Now it seems I can leap across days. What should I make of that? You come out of the shadows by degrees, Senor. Indeed, it is as if you was at once both here and there. This thought of time as a mere line entraps your mind. In truth, you are as free as ever. At once, you're here and in the capital. One foot on yesterday, another on tomorrow. So that's how it is. I ask for clarity, I get smoke and mirrors. No smoke, but many mirrors, sir. To free yourself, you'll have to break the glass, and then to see your options. You need only watch the clock. Is there no way to avoid vandalism? Why smash mirrors? Because a mirror multiplies. They breed realities. Right now, you need to cull this herd, reduce them all to one, the one in which you all live, all struck by a clock. Ad absurdum. Okay.
This is it. Why so jittery, Dankovsky? Once Dankovsky, now 1,000 fragments of Dankovsky. In every shard, a new me.
Well, it did ask me to break all of the mirrors, so I did that. Okay. And then we revert back to a different day. In which the calamity can still be prevented.